The three things that I had dialed in to generate almost $70,000 in just 30 days with email. The amount of email sales I generated from my ecom DTC client accounted for roughly 68% of the total store sales for the month of June. If you're new here, my name is Kevin and I'm an e-commerce growth marketer. Welcome to my channel where I share insights on how to scale online businesses with email marketing, like the three key elements that I'm about to share with you that help me generate the aforementioned results. After I share these three key elements, then I'm going to touch on the number one biggest contributor and what you can do so you can generate incredible results for your own brand or your client's brand. Let's dive into it. Key element number one, campaigns. Everyone wants automation in their business and they want to do the least amount of work. Look, I get it. How incredible would it be to not have to do any work, have everything automated, yet still make freaking bank? Sounds like a pretty good deal to me, which you can actually do this by hiring. Anyway, you can't sleep on campaigns as these are what builds up the know, like, and trust factors for your readers with your brand, okay? I've come into contact with both clients and non-clients that intentionally do the bare minimum or completely eliminate their efforts around campaign emails. It's so ridiculous. They don't even do the campaign emails or they do the bare minimum. And then they still wonder, well, they want to scale their business up profitably and then they get confused and they wonder like why their email channel is not exponentially growing. I wonder why. You have to maintain a consistent and quality frequency with campaigns so you can actually serve your readers and allow them to spend more money with you. Yes, I said allow them. They want to spend more money with you, but you're not even giving them the opportunity. If you don't even give them the opportunity in an authentic, creative, and fun way, then as cliche as it sounds, that's money left on the table. So, this is one of the three key elements that I had locked in for over a year for this client, consistently sending out quality emails that our list loves to read and spend money through. To summarize, put some effort into your campaign emails and increase your frequency to minimum twice a week. Okay, let's move on to the second key element, which are flows. So, for those of you who love the automation side of things, I mean, who doesn't? Then make sure this is dialed in addition to your campaign strategy. Okay, it's in addition to your campaign strategy, not just this. So don't build out the same boring flows that every other brand has. Okay, if you follow the traditional norms, you're not going to stand out. No one's going to perceive your brand as unique, and they're going to get bored, to be frank. Create something unique, experiential, and worthy enough for your readers and prospects to go through. Okay, do something different. Do something that will help you to stand out in their mind and for them to legitimately want to be a part of and be happy to go through. Because if you don't, you're just another brand selling whatever it is that you're selling. And that's the truth. So create something unique, experiential, and worthy enough for your readers and prospects to go through. I can't emphasize that enough. This consistently generates sales, and it's exactly what I created and refined in order to maximize the results so we can continue to build upon a solid foundation. Okay? Then, whenever we're sending campaigns, we still have our automated sequences to collect cash for us where we're not active. And that's the beauty of flows. Optimize these consistently and let the sales roll in. Moving on to the third and final key element, we have the offer. Okay. This is very, very, very important because if you don't have the offer dialed in, then you won't be able to fulfill the potential of your email sales channel. My client and I collaborated on this to ensure we give something that our customers actually want and position it in a way that makes it a no brainer for them to whip out their credit cards for. Keep this in mind. Your marketing will amplify whatever you're selling. Whether it be ads, email, SMS, whatever, you have the ability to amplify your offer. And if your offer is shit, then you will amplify shit. If your offer is incredible, then your amplification of it will be nothing short of incredible. Yes, in both scenarios, you can generate sales. Okay, you're going to generate some sales regardless. But if you don't have good marketing, in this case, good email marketing plus a good offer, then you most likely won't be able to maximize sales to its fullest potential. And that is what we want. Well, at least that's what I want for my clients and for myself and for my viewers. And if that's not you, then click off. But that is what we want. We want to maximize email to its fullest potential and generate as many sales as possible while increasing the longevity of the brand because we're leveraging email correctly. So, those are the three key elements that generated 80% of the results. But I want to share with you the number one biggest contributor that I found throughout this process. And this isn't a theory, I've proved this with actual data and based on my experience of working with this particular email channel for over a year at this point. So, let me save you the time and just give you the number one biggest contributor. Like I said, I've learned this and I've proven it for over a year with this specific email channel. Okay. And that is to build authentic relationships with your list. You've probably, if you've seen my other videos, you've heard me harp on this a ton. But here's the deal, this is proof now. Okay. Before I knew this to be true, and every time I've told you, I've known it to be true. It is the truth. When you build authentic relationships over a long period of time, people spend more money with you. It's just how life works. It doesn't matter if it's an email marketing channel. It doesn't matter if you're doing sales in any other format. If it's in person, online, whatever it is truth. It is a principle that you can abide by and expect these results from. But it takes time. It can be done in shorter periods of time, but the best results will happen over extended periods of time. This means coming from a place of service and actually serving your customers and personalizing their journeys throughout your ecosystem. I say this because I've been managing this email channel in an industry where people supposedly don't respond well to any form of marketing. That was the first thing I was told by my client. There's also what I've discovered with with our competitors, because they're trying to rip my emails off and they do so very poorly. Um, and I can only imagine that they have terrible engagement or they have very negative charged engagement. Regardless, we're operating in an industry where people supposedly don't respond well to any form of marketing, where they are price shopping. We literally have on paper the worst type of customers because they only want to shop based on price, and where they are not active with technology. These are the type of people, yes, they are a little bit older, and these are the type of people, and maybe they're not even older. Like, even my client is not active with technology. He doesn't really like technology, and he's about my age. But these people are not in their emails. These people are not, um, on Facebook or socials, at least not consistently. Yet, as I built authentic relationships with this audience, and keep in mind, I started with a very, very tiny list of less than 300 people when we started working together. And now we have 4 or 5,000, something like that. But that's because of the consistent effort of building authentic relationships. We started to get extremely high engagement. We got fan mail rolling in, people literally writing in saying how much they love the emails we've been sending and the stories we tell, and people emailing us casually as if we were their friend. And most importantly, because this is a business at the end of the day, paying top dollar for products they could get elsewhere for cheaper. Okay? That is massive. First of all, people are communicating with us. They love us. They love the emails, the stories, the way we're, messaging them, etc. But then on top of that, these price shoppers, people like this industry is literally known for people buying based on price, not based on quality or anything else like that, based on price. If I can get it cheaper somewhere else, that's where I'm going. The industry we're in is actually shrinking because of that. Yet, we have our customers that we built authentic relationships with paying top dollar for these products that they can get cheaper at literally every other competitor. We are the highest priced in our industry, but people continue to shop with us and more customers continue to shop with us. That is the power of building authentic relationships. I spent a year doing it, and it only helped my client and I from growing the brand from around 20 to 30K per month to 100K per month in the first few months, and now turning what used to be 30K months into 30K weeks. Now, what can you do about scaling up your own brand or client brand with email? I'm going to tell you. I'm going to keep it very simple and digestible. Hone in on what I call the 3A flows, starting with absolute flows. Okay, that's the first thing out of my 3As. I call it the absolute flows. They consist of the welcome, the cart abandon, both triggers, by the way, checkout and cart, and the post purchase, as they're absolutely necessary to start with. That's why I call them the absolute flows. They are absolutely necessary. Optimize those, the copy, the time delays, the offers, the lengths, etc. And then simultaneously begin to create and implement a very basic campaign strategy if you don't have one already. Okay? Just send one email a week to start and get in the habit. That's it. That's literally the easiest campaign strategy that you could ever have. Focus on those two things to start, and then naturally, you'll gain clarity where things are falling short. Focus on the long term and put your best foot forward. And once you have a steady rhythm, then you can expand your knowledge and enhance your execution. Or, for example, if you're a brand owner and you prefer to have a proven expert such as myself, then simply hire them. If you want to see what it would look like for me to support you in scaling your brand with email marketing, then reach out at kevin@vivoscale.com. If you're a freelancer or service provider, you can join my personal email list or follow me on IG and reach out to see what it would look like to work with me to improve your knowledge and execution. And if you found value in this video, please give it a thumbs up and subscribe for more content like this. I will see you in the next one.